There's still a long road ahead.
Polonia. Search keyword world formula and bring me all relevant books. Let's see. This one is... I believe that the correct term for this is Fortuna. I never imagined that Remorian ideas would be... Human civilization should gradually shed possibilities. As it continues, the sparks of civilization shall run out, unless we consider introducing variables. Surely that can only mean one. Descenders? Dottore likely captured the traveler because of his descender status. But the three where does this variable factor in? The world... Polonia. Search keyword pathway and bring me all relevant books. Otonki Sermon Dictation. Observe and compute the pathway displayed in the guidance diagram. So, it's one of Renee's draft... This is so long. This guy sure loves showing off his knowledge. Polonia. Search keyword tree model and bring me all relevant books. Most of the experimental devices proposed by Lilia Crucis. Guess they were trying to cover up the name of the Narsitsen. When Duke St. Germanus departed, he said, in all other things, he is but ordinary. Excuse me? I'm sorry. That's just ridiculous. What kind of great Detective Herlock? The alchemist and the clockwork saint? Isn't this... Still, the author swears that they knew Renee well. Memory, wishes, souls, and persona. Frankly, this sound... The way Alain Guillotin saw it, the world was Renee... His full name was René de Petrichor, if I recall. That place was also the source of most of our information regarding Remur, the cutting of souls and storing them in vessels. These seemingly unrelated techniques under the chemical marriage model? Alain would have scoffed at that. What was Alain's view on Renee? Oh, now I remember. Alain's old notes are here. Renee seemed most out of sorts when he spoke to me. A lack of sweet... Yep, that sounds like Alain. My subordinates actually did a half-decent job digging out all these Some of Alain's old files are completely consistent with these records. He must have gotten them from the Tower of Gestalt. He may have kept them, but he never even attempted to use them. Come to think of it, Renee's world formula was filled with calculations of constants. As for Alain... it's been too... What would he have said? A guy like him, fervent believer in machines, but he created that procedure to save this world. He died having never seen the outcome. And there I was, left behind in the ashes of his dreams. Did you really never take a close look at Renee's research? The very thought of trying to incorporate his ideas probably... You once asked me what I wished for. Should have asked him instead. He's the one pining for... Even the tiniest variable can make big waves in the present. Now then... Allow me to put these incompatible fragments together in your stead. First, establish and verify the existence of the Great Circle. Absolute nihil on one end, absolute reality on the other. Now, search between these two extremes. Then, the construction criteria. Variables. The sparks of civilization shall run out unless we consider traverse the world, space-time, and civilization. Then the primordial power that differentiated its records. This is so horrendously complicated. How do you think it looks, Polonia? Like the frenzied scrawlings of a mad... Fine, keep it to yourself. It's not like you can talk anyway. I jest. But true madness does often start with trying to... So would Rosaline. She's been dead. When I close my eyes and think back, I can still see her face. No one's asking me, obviously, but I hope you all know that I never wanted... The world needs a solution. But I don't need the world. Oh, cookies to go with the tea. Let's see. Something's written on the box. We are proud to present this homage to the fortress. Sounds like a dumb gimmick to me. What? Are you kidding me? Somehow I doubt that an early night and a glass of water is magically...
Lady Arlecchino, word has reached us that Lady Marionette's troops are...
Excellent.
The only thing is, they are fewer in number than we expected. It looks like many of them must have lost...
Can't be helped. Allow them to join our ranks, and keep in contact.
As you wish.
It's been a while, Arlecchino. You look well. Did Dottore really have to build his lab right on the sole path between Snezhnaya and Nod Kraya? Had to go on a huge detour to stay out of its line of sight.
Sounds like an arduous journey. I assume you've brought...
Of course, all part of the job. Firstly, the Tsaritsa has authorized Fatui Internal Affairs to review Dottore's case. They will reach a... While they're working on that, I've been ordered to come and...
They are nearby. My team will escort you to the...
Great. Aside from that, Her Majesty has a message for you and Sandrone.
She stayed behind to work, since I was making the trip anyway.
All right, guess that's just how she rolls. In that case, tell her that the Still, I wonder what... Did one of our troops turn into a monster?
Take him out.
Transfixed!
Riptide! You've gotten stronger, Arlecchino. Nice.
Stop that right now. I appreciate the praise, but I'm not fighting you today.
I knew it. I can't believe it. He was a living, breathing human one moment.
Another fine piece of work by our dear colleague.
What in the world has been going on in Nod Kraya?
A lot. But long story short, Dottore stole 2 moon marrows that should have belonged to
What? What do you mean he built a moon marrow? People build roads and houses.
You could stand to be less surprised. We are harbingers. The work we are engaged in makes... I tell everyone who asks that you once crossed swords with Rex Lapis while serving as a key supporter for Rosaline's plan.
Thanks for speaking up for me. Those two really took me for a ride back then. Then again, surely no common adventurer would manage to get tangled up with them the way I did.
It almost sounds like you wish to repeat the experience. I might have to lower my opinion of you.
No. I'll stop talking.
Dottore is currently still experimenting with his newfound power in ways that continue to As for the human mutation, I believe this is simply a consequence of it. That radiant beast was once a subordinate of Sandrone's. I suspect he was only allowed to live so that he could become an experiment. Also, those of us who fought Dottore have been afflicted with a curse.
This is so much worse than I thought. While these exceptional circumstances persist, the Harbingers are hereby authorized to use unilateral executive powers.
My thanks to Her Majesty. I will pass these good tidings on.
Her Majesty has also declared that she will refrain from launching an attack on the now evacuated Nod Kraya due to the presence of unretrieved research material.
A wise decision.
By the way, how's my old partner doing?
Partner? You mean the Traveler? I'm afraid I have bad news. He was captured after our failed assault.
What? Why? Since when does Dottore have a bone to...
That is indeed the question. I'm not sure he does.
This won't do. I have to rescue him.
You can't. We have no idea where the Traveler...
What am I supposed to do then? Stand here...
Sandrone is working on it. The best thing you can do right now is complete your mission.
Fine. I guess I'll leave this to you then.
One last thing. Tell the Rooster to get the message out to the gods and citizens of... The source of that pollution is a madman drunk on the success of his... However, if Nod Kraya falls, considering Dottore is one of our own, all Fatui stationed in Nod Kraya consider it our duty to stay and...
Hey, don't be too pessimistic. If it comes to it...
I hope you're right.
You're right on time.
Thanks. Hey, do you think I'll get that glide? I made sure I was on my best behavior in Mondstadt.
I'll help you apply, don't worry. For now, let's see what we have here.
What are the doctor's energy fields even made from? The usual.
They are very mysterious. But ultimately, thanks to research by Master and the Hexen Circle, we know that Tevat's 7 elements are derived from them. Since you have the power of the Dragon Durin within you, I'm sure you can already...
That's true. It's not abyssal energy.
I've been thinking about something. Do you still remember the device that Dory supplied? That was one of the most marvelous feats of ingenuity I've ever seen. Not to mention the operating principles. Surely the clue was that Miss Columbina was somehow able to use the pyro energy that you provided. Now, all elemental energy is, of course, derived from light realm. This presumes a theoretical model of the 7 elements akin to that of light. I almost wonder if the idea for the device was conceived based on direct observation. It is at once a masterwork of engineering and a groundbreaking application. I suspect only Lesser Lord Kusanali herself could have devised such an ambitious technology. But back to the energy field before us. If this is pure light realm energy, could this mean that elemental energy can dilute the power of...
Should we give it a try?
We should.
Ha! It works!
Clear signs of disruption were detected at the periphery of the energy field. This indicates that... Now you try.
All right, here goes. It's working!
Switch to abyssal energy and attack again. No surprises there. Abyssal power drain. I now feel confident in asserting that the energy field is indeed pure light realm.
But the energy field is huge. How much element...
We don't have to neutralize it completely. That's all for theory. Would you like to continue watching?
So you knew I was here.
Huh? When did you get here?
A while ago. But Albedo sounded like he was working on his thesis defense back there. Back in Sumeru. You can end a person's...
Very thoughtful of you. I'm truly touched.
With what?
A little test. Try using Anima to unleash a concentrated assault.
Nice! This time it tore through the field.
Tremendous. This is a major breakthrough.
Should we go through?
We probably shouldn't risk having mutually antagonistic energies in such close proximity.
Sounds sensible to me. Keep your eyes peeled, Durin.
Don't worry, I got this. You two be careful in there.
What do you mean, signal?
It's based on a new alchemical concoction I developed last month. When 2 bottles of it are smashed on the ground together, they emit a blinding burst of light.
Glad I asked. Thanks for the heads up.
Like I thought. Beyond a certain distance, we can't see the opening where we came in. Maybe that's to prevent people from escaping.
Sounds like Dottore style to me. Not much has changed. Things are basically the same here as they were before the energy field appeared.
They have no heartbeats and they're not breathing. We can only assume they're dead. But there are no visible wounds. Also, there's an animal squatting next to each body.
It's watching us. That's not an animal's gaze.
What are you trying to tell us?
Doesn't seem eager to talk. I guess maybe it's just an animal after all.
Let's keep looking around.
Same situation everywhere. Not a living soul in sight.
Well, I think we can safely rule out the possibility that they're all pets.
Is skirting around the topic your way of showing consideration for other people's feelings?
Just being cautious. I don't doubt that you can handle the truth.
Careful.
Please. Help us. Please.
Over there, I hear a voice.
Please. Help us.
What happened here?
I don't know. Suddenly, I still have some of my...
It looks like there's a huge experiment going on inside this energy field. Maybe each energy field is its own giant experiment.
He's swapping human minds with those of animals. Those people may have lost their sense of selves, but they are not fully animals either.
We should go. No sense in sticking around here longer than we need to.
Agreed.
You're back! Everything okay?
We saw some things that take a strong stomach. Otherwise, we're fine.
We should share our findings with the others.
Yes? Who is it?
Miss Nefer, it's me, Albedo. We found a way to break through the energy fields. With enough control. Also, we managed to take a look inside. Dottore is carrying out his cruel experiments on an immense scale.
Sounds like he's living down to our expectations.
Might I ask how things are proceeding on...
I'm just about to get started. I'll be in touch once I have...
Understood. Stay safe.
I will.
Well, Nefer, I'll link up with you once my tasks are...
What makes you think I'd need you to do that?
I'll need it. And considering the way you approach certain matters...
Let's begin. Entering simulation mode. A vast wasteland. I was expecting something more Wait.
What are you looking at? In that case, I'll look at it with you. I want to know all about everything you've seen and experienced.
Is there somewhere I should return to? Or should I stay here and be... I don't dislike my current life. Roaming the land, I guess the only thing that's missing is that...
This is the conscious layer, which contains a person's true...
I suppose anyone who lives long enough ends up wishing for someone who can't be there.
Time to delve a little deeper.
Nasha Town is hardly the optimal choice for a place to live, but it has character and a reason.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, don't be nervous. I was just thinking where might make a good starting point for your journey. Perhaps I should send you further afield.
Conria ceased to exist long ago.
Once again, you fail to understand the possibilities you simply do not wish to see that happen. That might be because you miss your sibling and fear. If we are to collaborate, we need to maintain an amicable relationship.
Oh no.
What are you... What are you gonna do?
Don't move. Something unwanted has crept into...
Did you save me?
If I hadn't cut the connection, Dottore might have caught you from the other side, and this was a good idea. But once is plenty.
Thanks, but now's not the time for that.
Albedo speaking.
I think I know where he is.
What is this endless darkness? I can't see anything. Even though... What happened?
Ah, sorry about that. I take it you didn't notice. Just now, a friend...
Could it be Nefer? How did she do it?
Do you think she's aware of your current circumstances? Oh dear. Have I stunned you into silence? I only wanted to slow down your time a little so I could stop your intruder in her tracks. It would have... I must say, I'm finding the ability to adjust the flow of time rather... A whole month passed before you opened your eyes again. But only for you. No one else was affected.
Point taken. You've proven once again that you have God-tier powers.
Oh, you misunderstand. This wasn't about proving a point. I only wanted to make you sleep for a short while, but it ended up I hope you're not angry with me. It was only a month's discrepancy, nothing too serious.
You could have frozen me for millions of years. So much for collaborate.
Millions of years? To what end? I wonder if you don't understand humans all that well. They are very pragmatic creatures. If I had you sit here for a week, I imagine people might sympathize. The sheer size of that number would cause it to lose all meaning to them. Unfortunately, while gods do exist in Teyvat, their lifespans are so limited, their bodies so fragile. Your long life and unique origins make you fundamentally different from them. How...
Alien?
Even I feel bad for you sometimes. This world has made you into a slave. You have been treated most unfair. I can change that. I will grant you special privileges and give...
I've entered the past 3 times at this point. For instance, beyond each point being further back in time than the last. So far, the common thread linking all 3 scenarios is that but it's more than that. I know I sent... I'll keep this question in mind as I carry on.
Humans, you never change. Always trying to use.
This looks like Star Sand Shoal. Was this before Rerir regained his physical form?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your—
The cannon. That's right. I was at Silvermoon Hall, and right after that, came an ominous power.
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time itself.
I wonder if I could try to prevent his resurrection, but how would I do it?
Traveler, behind you! Look at that light!
No, I won't make it in time. He's using the Kuvaki shield, like I taught him. Is he going to use it to block the cannons? He's strong. I'm sure he can manage. He's the island. The Frost Moon Scions will be—
A question, if I may. Kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of—
Maybe that really was me after all. Well, future me. There's no time. I have to make— Oh, Frost Moon. Oh, great land. If you can hear me, if you can sense my call, then please, heed me once more! Did it work?
Hey, wake up. Hey, did you hear me? Columbina, I said wake up, now!
Oh, good morning, Sandrone.
It's 3 in the afternoon, actually. And could you kindly not use my quarters as your personal
Aww, but I feel so safe here. And your coffee, right? It's so bitter, but it smells lovely.
It's like you were raised by wolves in a forest or something. What did you drink growing up? Grass tea?
The Frost Moon Scions certainly led a more frugal—
Then I'll bet you've never eaten one of these before.
It smells delicious.
That's because it's a Fontanian recipe. I had a little free time today, so Rosaline will be here shortly, but if you really— Hey, at least let me finish before you start eating! Or did the rules not apply to you because you're the high and mighty—
These are so tasty.
Of course they are. I made them.
I was worried they might contain traces of machine oil.
What? You know, there's something I've always wanted to ask you. I mean, I'm sure their food was awful. But,
well, life there didn't go quite how I—
What were you expecting? You're a god. Surely you can just answer a few prayers here and there in return for the free food and drink. How bad can it be?
Well, Would you help other people? The doctor told me that you were created by a great mechanic.
The Lord Artificer. Ugh, some people can't.
Oh, Lord Artificer. And...
Not Sitzenkreuz or...
Yes, that was it.
You must be joking. I wouldn't go even if...
Exactly. Well, I felt the same way.
What do you know? We're on the same page. In his later years, Alain did ask me if there was anything I wanted to do.
Who's Alain?
He was the... You know what? Never mind. Let me ask you this. What's...
A place where people don't ask me for things I'd also like the freedom to come and go as I please.
Not to burst your bubble, but no such place exists in the world. Now, take your snacks and scram.
Did I? Of course. I'm back here again. I dreamed of events from my past. Sandrone. Traveler. I miss you all so much. Back there. I guess I managed to harness all the Kuvaki energy on Hisi Island. But time is flowing backwards here. And I can use that familiar power to enter that mystery ally everyone talked about. I can sense that there isn't much more power remaining up ahead. What lies at the end of all of this? And will I ever find my way back? It's getting harder and harder to use my power. I'm no match for the Abyss in this state. I need to avoid the contaminated fragments. Time to go. I wonder where I'll find myself this time. The Final Night Cemetery. This is where...
Or not!
Difficult, yes. But it is also our...
Seems like they're searching for information. Was this my doing too?
to expose the true intentions of this Rarir.
Are my actions changing the past? Or are they simply completing a process? Is all of this inevitable? If I choose not to help them now...
Hope we don't land on our heads.
They're my friends. I can't not help them.
Ghost!
And the other one was... here.
Hey! Another file's moving!
That should do it. Luanatar? You can sense. Wait! Luanotar. So she's that familiar presence I've been sensing all along. She's always been by the Traveler's side. But why Luanotar? Is it because she has a that's... I cannot sense any power up ahead. Just a void, stretching out into infinity. This is likely my final chance to... It's now or never. I have to find a way... Where's Luanatar?
Seeing Enefa and Aino reunited like that...
Traveler. No. Stay calm. Think, Columbina. A way back. Do I go back to Moon Prayer? And if I return in my current state, Dotori's actions that day prove that he'd been planning that for a long time. He had already... Even if I managed to get back, how can I fight again? I can't. If I go back like this, I have to find some way of rivaling the power. Wait. Time flowing backwards. The Tri-Lune Authority. Does that mean... I think I know what the final destination... I know what I must do.
Speaking of homes, we must already be close to where the Frost Moon Scions...
But how do I communicate my plan? Should I write it down here? I need something with a close connection to me. Now it makes... It was I who brought Luanatar into being. That's why I could sense a familiar power from the moment I... It also explains why she's been present in every... Because we have a deep connection.
Hey there!
And the reason why there are no more gates to the past after this point. No wonder I sensed the trace of a bless back then. I was just a little lost dog.
Go on. Go on now. We've got stuff to do.
Hey, you scared it off.
I'll be counting on you. Remember to stay by the Traveler's side. Oh, and bring him to the garden where the Moon Prayer blossoms grow. There's a little lost... Go on. You too. Go and live your story. As for mine must go in a different direction.
How would you like to experience the thrill of never being held accountable for your actions? Believe me, such a life is but one small...
What point is he trying to make? Freedom? Why would you offer me that?
The creation of a world is the ultimate scientific experiment. I have taken my research to the highest level, where I shall be not just a god, but also a servant to many sacred spirits. A god's laboratory is the perfect playground. Mortals are found everywhere one looks. Not so with Descenders.
So the condition for entering the new world is to take innocent lives. Could I really bring myself to kill others for my own benefit?
Have you made up your mind?
I can't do it. Your playground is no place for me. You're putting your hopes in the wrong person. But we both know I'm not quite the hero you...
You've grown a lot since we last met. But there are still things you are unwilling to... Why don't I lower my requirements a little as a gesture of goodwill? I'll give you a little time to learn to be a less noble soul.
I really doubt I could live that sort of life.
And yet you already sound less defiant than a moment ago. The benefits appeal to you because you can read the signs of the times. Why don't we return to my research facility? Your last visit was so rushed. There is much that I have yet to show you. Now to that question,
Heroes don't attack from behind. Guess I'm no hero.
This is most disappointing. Now then. A new face. Interesting.
You're still gonna call me Hack Guy after that, huh? I didn't see anyone else in there who needed saving. It's nothing. I'll be fine. Why are you looking at me like that? Is it that shocking that I'd come to your rescue? I owed you a favor back in Sumeru. Distracting Dotori was tough. I won't lie. He's not gonna fall for the same trick twice. That was my one shot. I'd hoped to use it to take him out. Ugh. I never wanted to obliterate someone more than I do right now. Dotori doesn't recognize me, but his segments were originally... I expect it's only a matter of time before he figures out.
So Dotori doesn't recognize Wanderer. because he deleted himself from Irminsul. Did he really miss his only chance for revenge by saving me?
Why the long face? Hey, I'm not blaming you, okay? And I'm not complaining either. Rescuing you and killing Dottore, or everyone would be pretty stuck without you. It's best you live to fight another day.
How are you holding up? Are you all right? Hat Guy said to put safety first, so we agreed to run as far away as we could after leaving the energy field.
You don't look injured. It seems that Dottore didn't do anything to you.
All right. Rescue operation complete. Let's head back. There's a lot more work to be done before this is over.
Understood. I will bear the Tsaritsa's decree in mind. I don't see what's so awesome about it, though. Does he really think everyone else is as immature as him? I'm not stooping to Tartaglia's level.
I thought you might say that. How's your progress?
Quite promising, actually. That alchemist Albedo gave me a few ideas. Remember how I asked you to look up some files for me? That stuff on the Nazi-Kreuz Institute. René de Petrichor and Jakob Ingold. Alain Guillotin despised René's theories and methods, but he never managed to come up with better alternatives either. So I adopted some of René's ideas.
I thought Alain was like a father to you. He and René were mortal enemies, were they not?
And what would you say if Lenny and his friends one day learned something useful from someone you utterly detested?
I would applaud them for it. That would mean that they have surpassed me.
For all we know, Alain Guillotin might have thought the same thing. Not that it matters, though. He's dead, and I'm alive. So it's my call to make. Once you die, it doesn't matter how great you were in life. Only the living get to decide what happens next.
Hey, come on out. They're back.
Huh? You're back? And your head's still screwed on? And you still have all your limbs?
What does it look like? Way to keep your composure, madam.
Excuse you. I am
Glad you're okay. Yes, it's a huge relief.
Worry? Oh, yeah, right. You think
We were worried sick.
Hey!
The Traveler and I were already friends. You are free to join this mission in whatever capacity you please. Much like your tea parties.
It's a laugh a minute with you.
I must say, I was quite surprised when Mr. Albedo told me he would need no additional...
We discussed this on our way back as well. I am rarely so unequivocal, but in this case, we had full confidence in Hat Guy.
He said he knew what he was doing. Albedo and I pretty much had to just wait outside on standby.
You didn't have to mention that.
Well, I'm thoroughly impressed. You are a force to be reckoned with, Hat Guy.
Is he back? Is he really back? Traveler! It's really you! Oh, thank goodness! Paimon!
You can finally breathe easy, Paimon.
look at them. You know, once you reach my age, there's nothing better than watching a misty-eyed reunion between friends.
It's nothing. Same goes when you get to my age, too. I bet Ino and Anefa would be tearing up as well if they were here.
Varka, I'm not sure Anefa can cry.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, your eyes are looking a little red and...
What? Ew, no!
Everyone, I'm sorry for all the trouble I caused you. But while I was being held captive, I learned a lot about Dotori's current case.
The three moon goddesses were even more powerful than we imagined. No wonder
Utter blasphemy.
While everyone was gone, Nefer and I made an interesting discovery.
Called it. Getting rid of a pesky troublemaker like her is like trying to clean up after a crumbly...
Our next step is to find a way to bring her back.
A place where time flows backwards, with no destination in sight. Surely it must have been created for a specific purpose.
It sounds like she's on a specific path through time, just traveling in the opposite direction to us. The question is, where does that path lead? Or will it keep going to infinity?
We considered that question as well. Strictly speaking, time is not infinite.
Indeed not. Every road...
Nicole! You sure?
I do, in fact. It's something I've always done at our mages' tea parties. You wonder what lies at the end of her road. Well, but where Miss Columbina will end up along this road, that depends on...
What about the original moons and the moon goddesses? Do they have a beginning too?
All things do. In the beginning, no moons adorned the sky. It was the dragon. They were shadows of the planet, born to wield Nibelung's authority. But then one day, they disappeared just as suddenly as they had once been brought into being. Nobody knew...
Like I thought. No more paths back to reality have emerged, but how can I be sure that I'm going the right way without scenes from reality to keep me on track? I can't even be sure of how long I've been walking for. The further I travel, the less stable they can just materialize out of thin air. I have to keep my wits about me.
You are the moon goddess. But... Please, there's no need.
I find that a little difficult to believe.
Yeah. The way you used my own power against me was... And then, in the final moment before I was thrown into this space...
Mr. Dainsleif.
Right. It was when I first got here. I was filled with how I cursed and devoured. I tore everything here up, but to no avail. This is the second time I've entered this space. Though I have... But this time I survived.
Are you the source of the abyssal power and...
Not all of it. Some is from when I first arrived here, but there was already a degree of abyssal power here before I entered.
Tried to?
Yes. Because after the...
What do you mean?
The voices in my head. And then...
Her?
Thelindis.
Never mentioned that she saw a memory of the Lindis leaping into...
More precisely, I saw her after image. I'm sure the real her is... Anyway. What?
If I hadn't escaped through the moon gate... What?
You'd like to know how I know. The one who resurrected me said so. Dottore. He'd been collecting fragments of my body for a long time. I had no interest in his research. But being as corroded by the...
So that's why the Wild Hunt suddenly became so active in Nod Cry.
Moon Goddess?
What?
I know this is a lot to ask. Especially from someone... But this is the only thing
What do you want?
I'd like you to take a message.
So Lindis?
Yes. She's dead. I can sense that some part of her soul...
Why don't you go and speak to her yourself?
I can't. I don't know why, but... I can't move freely in the... All I can see is a glimpse of her. Walking away. In return, I will clear... No. Not in return.
Why?
Yeah. Why, indeed. I'm tired of it all. Tired of the person I think I...
What do you wish to tell her?
All of it.
Is it okay if I give her the abridged version?
Yeah.
Like the part where you relentlessly...
Love demands honesty. We hid too much from each other. But after
I will do my best.
There. The Abyss will no longer stand in your way.
Even though Mr. Dainsliff felt he had to fight you. He said that you betrayed him. But he also felt great remorse at never having...
Why tell me this?
Because...
Thank you. I know this will sound strange coming from me, but... Don't...
He kept his word. The Abyss is no longer obstructing my path. Is that the Lindis? She wasn't far off at all. Hello, Miss Lindis.
Who are you?
You can call me Columbina. I promised Rerir that I'd bring a message to you.
Rerir? My Rerir? Is he well?
He's...
better than he was, huh?
Others have had a rough time on his account too. And I'm not just talking about the children of...
So, things got worse.
Are you sure you wish to know?
Yes. This is my opportunity to learn the truth.
I admire your courage. However, time is short. I cannot stay here. Rerir had seeds of hatred in his heart, and many people nursed them for their own ends. On some level, but in the end, he came to regret his mistakes. He wanted to apologize for hiding his past from you. Beyond that, but I'm sure that you've always been on his mind. You are what has kept him going over all these years.
I'm sorry, Miss Columbina.
It's all right. I understand. Well, That's everything from me. So...
Wait. One moment. Time flows backwards here.
I know. I intend to reach the end of that road.
Without a moon marrow, without the 3 moons' power, you won't make it far.
You could say that.
I see. I often think to myself, if life is like a train ride, and it's not just me, it's this... I must seem so ridiculous. I can't answer these basic questions, and thinking back, I was suddenly overcome with fear and terror in that moment. Perhaps I used to be a researcher at the Universitas Magistr. Rerir was one of the Venster King's retainers. I wanted to help him escape his lot in life. I wanted him to be happy. At the time, I thought I could just go back. It was only after meeting the princess that the Venster King started going too far with his research into the Abyss.
I couldn't kill the Venster King himself, so I had to find another way to save Rerir.
I'm sure it was a futile endeavor, but the Abyss probably... But I was simply too weak. Like a speck of dust against the whole... I know I'm never getting out of here, but you're different.
How do you plan to help me?
Have you noticed the golden energy that it's based on my past research and my observations, and I can share what I've learned and help you understand. I think you just might... Now, I know you will be able to change the past. Also, I've been speculating about where this space ends. The documentation was scanned, but from what I know of the legends about the moons, the oldest ones seem to... I have no way of verifying any of it by this point. But if it's true, you might be able to reach that...
Understood. Thank you.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. If you hadn't entered this... about Rerir,
It wasn't your fault.
That's not true. Because we both feared bringing... But enough about that. I wish you a safe... And may the outside world never have to experience pain like this again. Rerir, you're there, aren't you? I cannot see you, because you exist in the future. I expect we'll... But please, gaze upon the past, and then sit for a while. Let's find a place to sit down together, just like we did when we first met.
How long have I been walking? How much further till I reach the end? Is there even an end to be found? Everything's getting blurry. Are you all right? Have you come from the distant future?
How exactly did the moons just disappear? Shouldn't it be a little harder to get...
The world is a vast and ancient place. On a certain scale, all life lasts for but a fleeting moment.
Miss Nicole explained that the moon goddesses likely perished in the War of Funerary Flame. The moons themselves...
Am I missing something then? 'Cause the you're right!
Why do their birthplaces differ? What's the...
Also, remember what Sandrone said? Her scans detect...
Technically, the result of the scan means that in other words, this piece of information alone isn't enough for...
Yup. We have no way of staying up to date on whether she's... But at least she's trying her best to get back to us. Yeah. She's a tough cookie. And a sore loser, too. As much as it pains me to say it. We've got no chance of beating that maniac is going to devour everything in his path until he reaches us. We need to find someone. I'll be frank. Our only hope of defeating this false god is, and I know that even she was no match for him when he attacked.
We're not giving up on saving her, whether she can defeat Dottore or not.
Right. Don't worry, Miss Sandrone. We're all...
No one's trying to argue that we can only justify saving our...
So... she's more than just...
Absolutely.
Duh! She's part of the gang! Yes, I know. You don't need to labor the point. I knew that the moment I came running over with my documents that I was... Anyway, as for how we get Columbina back, I've been working on it constantly. But I think I'd probably get there if I could continue my calculations, but the problem is, I've run out of computing power. Computing power? You mean... No, the issue isn't energy, it's processing power.
That's a tricky problem.
René de Petrichor of the Nazissenkreuz Ordo once foretold the fate of the world. However, that won't work for me. His methodology was vastly different. Ugh, this is so annoying. If I'd known we'd run into a bottleneck like this.
Oh, what do we do then?
You don't get it, do you? I'm trying to... And I need accurate results, not vague prophecies. Where the heck am I gonna find the computing power for that? Ahem. Anyway, time to shelve the discussion on technical difficulties. Being a killjoy isn't very ladylike after all.
Either way, we've done what we can. Rest well, everyone. Remember to let us know if anything new comes up.
Hat guy? Is he hinting that we should talk outside?
Let's go somewhere a little more private. You know that Dory went back to Sumeru, right?
Yeah, she mentioned she was planning to head back.
Things aren't looking good for Nod Cry. She's gone to spread the word so that Sumeru has a chance to prepare for the worst. From what I know of Dottore, there are two possible reasons why he hasn't made a move yet. One is that he's still working through some kinks in his new powers. The other is, he wants to see how we're going to react. He'll easily devour everything eventually, so I guess he's in no rush to make it happen. The first false god he made was me. Now it's his turn. Even though my records were erased from Irminsul, Dottore's ideas haven't changed one bit. He once told me that becoming a god was like turning yourself into a hungry wolf or giant serpent to devour the moon. Clearly, he began studying the moon goddess's powers long before he even tried making a god. He's always wanted to get his greedy hands on divine authority one way or another. And in the end, in the desert of Sumeru, there is a chessboard built by King Deshret, also known as Al-Ahmar. I don't know if it was a real game, or if he was just trying to challenge his servants and citizens in some way. But creating games and setting rules, gods do that as a matter of course. That's the kind of power Dottore craves. Now he has the Trilunar Authority. His power is leagues beyond the common people. I don't think there's any point in other nations rushing to the front line. They're better off focusing on defense and hoping they can fend off any threats that spill out from Nod Cry. Either way, Dory will inform Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she will contact the other gods in turn. The Seven will have some recourse available. If nothing else, their protection should keep the rest of the world from descending into chaos as quickly as Nod Cry has. So on the bright side, even if Nod Cry is doomed...
That's good to know. But I'm not ready to give up on Nod Cry yet.
There's a word for people who refuse to let anything go. It's called being greedy.
Maybe it sounds greedy to you, and probably naive too. But whatever you call it, That's what gives me the determination. Battles are fleeting, but the will to fight is a long-term commitment. Give up for even a moment, and your resolve will shatter.
Why do you always feel the need to do the right thing? No one is born to be a savior. I mean, who's gonna criticize you if you fail or give up?
Don't take this the wrong way, but Dottore said something similar to me. I guess the Fatui attracts people who don't believe in saviors.
Not necessarily. It's less about belief for me. I just want to know how determined you really are. After all, I don't owe anything to anyone else here.
You look kinda worried.
If your arch-nemesis was about to achieve their ultimate goal,
That's true. Dottore is about to become an omniscient, omnipotent deity. That's gotta be... Still, you're calmer than I expected.
Obviously. I have to admit that my past self was a reckless fool who misunderstood not only the point of revenge, but how to achieve it. And as much as I want my vengeance, I know I'm not gonna get it by acting alone. If the world's taught me anything, too bad it never taught me any other virtues, though. So,
what's your plan?
I'll get to that. First, tell me.
Just like Paimon said, she's a...
How much do you trust her? This is a serious question.
Although she's with the Fatui, she has her own values, and I see no reason not to trust her.
If you say so. In that case, the three of us need to talk. I have some... It can be solved, but it will come with a cost.
How much? If I can...
Sometimes your heroism really backs me into a corner. You know that? Come on, let's go talk to her.
Miss Androne, Traveler.
Hey there.
Paimon's here too! She was just helping them sort through their... That was fast. The call only...
Well, you said it was urgent, so we got here as quickly as we could.
Albedo, I have some alchemy questions for you.
I see. Looks like my knowledge proved useful after all. If I might ask, what is the end goal for the modified formula you'll be using?
I needed to predict the future of the entire world. But I've run into some teething issues since trying to implement Renee's theory of the four Orthants.
I see. I'll have a look at it. Still, computing power is the real issue here. How do you plan to solve it?
About that, it's been sorted.
Oh, with the Traveler's help?
Actually, you're not wrong. He found the person with the solution.
Was it Hat Guy?
Yeah, it was him.
Wow! Go Hat Guy! Seems like all that time studying at the academia is paying off big time.
But where is he? Wasn't he the one who asked Albedo and I to come here?
Come with me.
Hat Guy? What's...
Hat Guy! Can you hear us? No response.
Hat Guy mentioned that he was a puppet. It seemed... I presume this has something to do...
That's right. He and the Traveler came to see me. Wait, what? You have a...
Would you calm down? Why do you...
Excuse me? How would you know? You shouldn't be so quick to judge.
Oh, please. It doesn't take...
Where does a mere student get that kind of confidence?
I've actually published more papers than you. Not that status counts for much. Even Paimon's applied for academia admission.
Huh? Are you serious?
See? This is why I can't be bothered to explain myself.
Okay, fine. I'll hear you out.
This world itself is constantly processing all kinds of information.
Easier said than done. Only Irminsul can... Wait, is that what you're suggesting? But...
You should be able to tell that I'm not human.
Yeah, I noticed. The technology, though.
Conrian, to be precise. Puppets need an energy source and processing power. The artisans who built them sought out...
You? Do you mean...
The Traveler and I have talked it over. He's willing to vouch for you. So, I'll allow you... It was built using wood from a silver white tree.
Conrian technology and Irminsul... Are you sure about this? A puppet without its core will cease functioning completely.
I can put two and two together. Yeah.
I won't lie to you. This has never been done before.
Doesn't matter. I'm prepared.
Did you two actually talk this through?
Yes, we discussed it. The bottom line is, let's give it a shot, shall we?
Honestly, I have no clue where this kid even came from. I'm very close to finishing my calculations now, and the core is currently in use. This is what the core looks like.
A silver white branch.
Is Hat Guy gonna be okay?
He's not gonna die, right?
In theory, he should be fine. As long as we put his core back in. Beyond that, all I can say is that I'll try my best to avoid risk and make sure the core doesn't sustain any damage.
I think I know why you called us here now.
Correct. He said that the only ones he trusts here are...
He will have our undivided attention.
Aww.
On a more positive note, things are
The worst case scenario with the core removal is either a system reset or a total loss of function. A core is completely different from a heart. It's like another vital organ entirely, but in the end, it turns out the core was more... Do you think there's any difference between a puppet and a human? If not, I have already experienced both a past life. Part of me wonders whether I'm only capable of making this decision because I've become a real human.
Sandrone will succeed, won't she?
She will. We all have to persevere until this...
That's right. And I'll protect you all.
Call me Sonnet. You have the same power as Canon. Oh, goodness. You recognize me?
Columbina.
Hyposelenia.
It was a joint effort between
friends.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. You must be exhausted.
Do you mean the other two moon goddesses?
Wow, you sure know. Oh, I guess that wasn't... It's all right. We were prepared for that. You could say we were too prepared. When did you get here? How long has it been?
I can't say for sure, but it feels like it's been forever.
I see. Are you feeling all right? You look a little unwell.
I can hold out a while.
We don't have far to go. The place where my sisters and I are based is just up ahead. Don't worry, they're both really nice. I'll introduce you.
I'm back! And look who I brought with me! It's our lovely little sister!
The pleasure is all mine.
Allow me to introduce you to Columbi. This is Arya, the goddess of the eternal moon. And this is Canon, goddess of the frost moon. Canon.
Hello, Columbina.
It's fine.
You seem shy. Don't worry,
Could you tell me where here... Please. I must know.
This is where Tevat's original ruler, the Dragon King Nibelung...
What?
You're scared?
No, I'm fine. Please, continue.
Nibelung, our original master, created us in the distant past to maintain Tevat.
But he left this world and traveled into the dark universe.
Day and night, we fulfilled our duty in the heavens.
The great ruler of the firmament.
The heavenly principles.
Is that what later generations call them? I see. We coexisted in peace.
Slowly, however, we came to
And you didn't stop it?
No. There was an order to the rules they set up that Nibelung never... We wanted to know if this order would... All right. Canon and I wanted to know.
Later, we discovered that this great ruler of the firmament bore an almost paranoid hostility toward the desire of certain. They would even cast down celestial nails as men.
Only this was far beyond.
Right. Their rules brought order. I did everything in my power to help the punished.
The ancestors of the Frost Moon Scions were some of the...
But just when we had decided to take countermeasures, the Dragon King, Nibelung, would...
And so began the...
So, that's the name the world...
Well, who won in the end?
As far as I know, the Heavenly Principles won. Although it came at a great... And the world's original master.
And what of the moon?
You can tell us the truth, Columbina. We know...
Only the Frost Moon remains. But it has been cast beyond the eternal and iridescent moons were both shattered during the...
So death finally came for us.
Sonnet.
But you're still...
A moon goddess cannot live without her moon, Columbina.
She's right. That's why I began to disappear.
Our souls may endure within this lunar palace, but...
Then we shall disappear.
I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize to us, dear sister. If anything, we owe the world an If only we'd decided to act sooner.
All the more reason not to spend this time in regret. Instead, we should focus our efforts on...
Sorry?
Don't you see, Columbina, your story is not yet over. Is that not why you are here?
It's done. Initiate numerological array. Continue running primary process. Calculate the world's fate through extrapolation. And identify nodes of secondary process. Scan for moons. Still 4. The number of moon... Wait, let me think. Is it possible that there's something I've been misunderstanding about... Variables. Variables... I know where potential variables within the world come from. So what about the moons? Like their life or death, for instance. What if being alive or dead makes no difference to a moon? But that's so strange. Even immortal gods can die. Why would the moons alone be... Wait! Wait! I've got it! I've got it! If alive or dead is considered a variable, we might have had this wrong the whole time. No one ever said that a moon marrow Initiate secondary process. Scan again. This time filtering out interfering perimeter. Moon marrow. Why? It says 3 moons still exist in Tevat. Even up, redo the scan. Narrow the results to living moons and real moons. Why? Why is it? What is this, Columbina? Has the world lied to us? Or are you the one pulling the wool over our eyes?
So, you think that the moon's reflection might be where...
Yes, it would explain a lot, such as why that space would respond to a moon goddess's... It would also explain why Miss Columbina has been unable to leave.
In the messages she sent, Columbina promised us she'd find...
The fact that she still has yet to reappear in this world indicates...
So you're saying, if she could...
Yes, she certainly wouldn't leave it. I've been giving this some thought, and I've come to believe that Luanatar might be an... This could also explain why Luanatar is always by the traveler...
Sounds like a plausible theory. If that's the question is...
Hello? Listen up! Not only is Columbina alive, but she may well exist in a form... I'm still unclear on the details, but she's done something truly
truly amazing.
I'm sure we all feel the same. And I'm sure Columbina is ready to...
I'll keep my calculations going and try to find some way of coordinating with her.
How can the dead moon still live? And Luanatar...
It's... Our authority is linked to the most fundamental rules of Tibet.
I didn't realize that when you said... Have you? Of course. Between us, we've tried...
It's like the center of a whirlpool. Everything...
In that case, have you tried using...
Sorry?
There are passages through which you can make small-scale changes to reality by you... Or am I the only one who can use those passages?
Kuvaki.
You don't know? It's...
Oh. Well, it's true that the moon... But there is no difference in the element...
What?
Could you show us some of this... Kuvaki?
Okay.
Isn't that just your power?
What? But it's everywhere in Nod Cry.
How curious. This...
Let alone influence living creatures.
This is so strange.
Columbina, you're looking for more than just a...
Yes. If I am to help...
You mean...
This sounds extremely... The Three Moons' powers are not mutually compatible. Concentrating that...
I know. But I'm willing to take that risk.
Even so, let's say we Nibelung constructed this realm specifically to prevent us. No moon goddess can leave this place alone.
What if I don't leave alive?
Where do we even start? How are we supposed to...
Columbina?
If she really got to the beginning of time in there, you don't think she'd write it down?
Seems unlikely. Columbina may not talk a lot, but she thinks deeply about issues like this.
Let's review what we know. This is the Columbina who fought alongside us against the Reiki. She knows our personalities, our ways. So, if she wanted to tell us something... Oh. Traveler, you once said that those golden ripples also... What if Columbina left Luanatar here? If she is part of Columbina, and...
Oh yeah! Like when you...
Nefer, wait! If you're right about this, and you can really see past events through Luanatar...
Oh, I know. Looking at Rerir's past in Conria was already... It'll surely blind me. But it's our only chance. This is the only...
Boss.
We spoke about this once, a long time ago. Do you remember?
But...
What's wrong? I'd be overjoyed if I were you. This day's come a lot earlier than either of us. I need to know you'll honor our agreement, Yeho.
Yes, Boss Neff.
Are you sure you don't? What is there to think through? I should have gone blind after our battle with Rerir.
Then at least let me. And if you really do lose your.
Oh, please, anything but that. I was actually ready.
As if I could ever scare you.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's...
All done.
Good. Now give me Come on then, little one. Show me what happened in the past.
Between the Trilunar Authority, I think I might know how to get back. Time to go talk it over with them.
I hope it's not too dangerous. Come on. Let's go find the...
It seems you have reached a I'm all ears.
Have you figured it out, Columbina? Tell us. How do you plan to leave this place?
I intend to die here, in this moment, and then be reborn in the future with the help of my friends.
What? What are you saying? And how will you inform these future friends of your plans? You can't exactly leave oracles. Nothing can escape this place. And even if you found a way, what if they never find the
No, that won't happen.
Come again?
They will find my message. I'm sure of it.
I'm not following.
It's quite simple, really. First, I will leave my soul here.
I see it.
Your soul? You mean your divinity?
Yes. I once left a portion of my soul in the future. One so small that in this very moment, when the time comes, I believe that she can serve as an anchor to pull my soul from here back to...
Just as gravity connects the world to the moon.
Exactly. In the future, where I came from, the moon has been cast beyond in a similar way. I can feel a connection to the soul fragment.
But how do you just leave your soul here? Is that even...
On my way here, I met an ordinary mortal who her body is long gone, but her soul remained. And before that, I encountered an old enemy whose entire soul...
So, perhaps this space is specifically designed to imprison divinity and authority.
Still, even if your body can escape, would it not just be a lifeless husk without the soul inside? Wait, is that what you meant?
Yes. I shall turn my body into moonlight. That power shall protect the land and quietly blend into it, awaiting my soul's return in the future. However, I cannot do this on my strength alone. I would need your help to do this. So I'm humbly asking for your assistance.
Oh, dear sister. You need not be so formal. As I said before, we are but remnants of a bygone. You, on the other hand, were born alone in that distant future, and you have. Don't forget, we are your sisters, your family.
Arya's right. Actually, I've always wanted a now. I finally get to be the big sis. Sonnet.
Canon?
I'm sorry. I know this is a bold request.
Oh, no, please. I was just... You cannot imagine how happy I am to hear of for the three of us, whose purpose in life was to... If your plan can save them, and save Nod Cry, I will Besides, the three of us have been together since the day we were born. I could never abandon them to live on alone without them.
Canon.
Still, I do have one question I would like to ask you.
Certainly.
Why do you cover your eyes?
Yeah, I was curious about that too. But it seemed personal.
There was a time when I refused to look upon the world. I believed it was full of nothing but lies and falsehoods. I wished to hide my feelings, seal my heart, until I could return to my true home.
I see. Perhaps that decision saved you from ever having to see the false sky again. Promise me this, Columbina. When you I'm sure that you know this already, given that but that is your true home. Give me your hand, Columbina. Arya, Sonnet, you too.
Okay.
All right.
We once were the songs sung for eternity, but now it is you who must continue.
We once were the tides in the great river of time, but now we subside, and you arise.
We were the messengers of madness and inspiration.
We are souls awaiting the sun. You must return to... Yes. We have from this moment on. She is the Tri-Lune Goddess, the one and only moon goddess of this world.
Thank you. Thank you, my sisters.
Now go, and do what you believe.
Be aware that we cannot grant you the power of the three moons beyond these prison walls. The conflict...
I understand.
Sisters! Oh, my body... It feels...
Now that we have given up our power and authority, our bodies are merely mortal shells. This prison...
It's okay, Sonnet. The end must come for every god.
We have one final request. Could you use the three moons' power, now that we have lost our powers? It's just...
Of course. Sonnet. Don't... I wish I could tell her not to give in to the abyss. Not to be Don't forget. I'm so glad to have a big sister like you.
I'm okay.
It looks like this is goodbye, sisters.
Goodbye, Columbina.
Take care of this world in our stead.
I will. And now, it's time for me to bid farewell to my body, too. May it become the moonlight that keeps Nod Cry company. So this is why Nod Cry was not always home. It only appeared after I poured my body out upon this land. And only Kuvaki responds to me because... And the golden energy I've encountered on my way here was, in fact, that very soul. O power Triloon, eternal moonlight. I, Columbina Hyposelenia, lay aside my body. Let it be cast into the dark night to illuminate the future. May it be a companion to all who dwell beneath the moon. Until the time comes for me to return home.
Boss! That was crazy! Were we even allowed to see? Can you still see?
I see 2 fingers and a look of sheer
Truly astounding, Miss Nefer. Your eyes, or is the credit for this miracle due to Miss Lauma?
Surely you jest, Mr. Flint. I suspect we have Columbina to thank. She must have realized the immense... There is always a great price to pay for witnessing the truth.
She chose the perfect method of getting a message to us. Though her eyes were always shut, despite being separated by time and space.
We still don't even know if he's okay right now.
I'll get you back somehow, Columbina.
Well, based on the information we now have,
Thanks to these gentlemen, we have a much clearer picture of the situation with Dottore. The civilian population has been moved to safety, so we no longer need to hold back.
Miss Androne, how are the calculations going?
so far so good. I'll keep seeing how far I can push the system, though. Can't...
There's still a long road ahead.
Our plan is clear. Time is short, so let's get moving.
There's just never enough time, is there? Time is the bane.
All right, we'll do our part too.
Yeah.
Albedo's theory says that elemental energy can dilute the light realm's power, but I'm no expert in building elemental defenses. Sounds like something out of the Advanced Elemental Theory section of the library. Whew.
You seem quite troubled.
Well, yeah. I mean, who doesn't get a little flustered when they're completely out of their depth?
You were the very picture of confidence back when you approached.
Yeah, I could have been faking it through that whole meeting for all you know. Who's to say I'm not just a...
Oh gosh, really? I'm so sorry, I had no idea.
Still, I was much more in my comfort zone than I am here. At least in Mondstadt, you can cry for help from a cliff top and... things have never looked bleaker than they do now.
Oh, you think so? Actually...
It's a shame.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Tevat has faced annihilation many times in the past, but it also gave us you, didn't it?
Hey, don't give me that. It's not like I'm anyone special.
I disagree. Every human born in this world is special. We angels have always believed that.
In that case, this humble human being has a big favor to ask of you.
I thought you might say that.
I'm sure Alice, in her great wisdom, sent you here precisely to help us in this difficult time, yes?
Well, that has less to do with her wisdom and more to do with my power.
Of course, of course. Well, the thing is, these elemental defenses we're about to build, Durin's findings from his patrols make it clear that Dottore is constantly expanding his territory. It's not realistic to completely stop him encroaching on the rest of Nod Kraya. If Miss Sandroni's calculations are correct, well, anyway, her calculations suggest that our best hope for victory, it's up to us to slow Dottore's advance.
Are you asking me to help you with building the defense?
No. I'd like you to prepare for what, when he eventually reaches us, we will have to fight him. You were an angel once and a mage now.
Oh. Can I take it that you're triggering the terms you fought for during our three-way...
Well, technically those terms were about protecting Mondstadt.
You're cashing in on this much sooner than I'd imagined.
Well, yeah. The way things are going, I might not get another
Very well. The mages have heard the knight's plea, and we will respond. To tell the truth, Alice and I had already discussed how we might help you.
This is... wow. Yeah. This is great. Seriously?
It's been many long years since I had a chance to dazzle. Anyway, Knight of Boreas, please accept this gift in recognition of your go now. May the angel's blessing deliver you safely to your destination.
You're here. Sandroni! How glad you asked. You two are about to become the first people to lay eyes. Hey! Whatever. Come. Wow! This meter displays the progress of my formula. Once it's finished running, I'll deliver it right to your side.
What do you mean, deliver it? Can't you just tell me?
You're such a greenhorn. This isn't the kind of... Whatever. We'll be here all day if I'll share the data with you. Nicole's agreed to let me use her... There. Now you can check in on my progress.
Wow! Look at that! You're amazing, Sandroni.
About time you recognized my genius. Took you... Anyway, that's all for me. You should check on the others if you have time. That might sound harsh to you, but close supervision is a common practice. I'm kinda stuck here while the formula's running, so I need you to be my second...
Thankfully, Miss Nicole has come.
Golden Flame. Yeah, based on the latest message from Grandmaster Varka, the situation should be more stable with her assistance.
Albedo! Durin!
Hello there, you two.
Are you well rested?
That's good to hear. As per the plan, as Dotori's energy field expands, it's creeping ever...
We fought side by side many times before. I believe this time will be no difference.
Traveler.
Plans!
Fairly well, if I do say so.
Ooh, you sound...
To be honest, I am not usually fond of exercising my full strength. For one, I am conserving my strength until the...
Seeing you get into the zone like this really puts Paimon at ease.
I consider it an honor. Rest well. I look forward to seeing you both in your...
Yes, Miss Moonchanter? What are you...
You always address me in the strangest ways.
Yes, and?
Not as such. It's just...
Uh-huh. That's my name. What's your point?
The point is I don't act...
Meaning what?
That... maybe...
Is that how you see it?
Never! Wilma!
Paimon, traveler.
Just swinging by to check in on you.
Don't worry about me. I won't slow us down.
And I give my all to ensure our victory. Ah, yes. Allow me to give you two a quick checkup. All done. You're both in good shape.
You're welcome. You'll have your work cut out for you in this
Paimon will keep an eye on him.
I'm glad to hear it. Take good care.
Sure thing!
Here they come. That's quite a horde.
As we expected.
Get ready, everyone. Take your positions and prepare to engage.
Let's begin.
I'm at the ready.
Waste of time!
Your
plan.
The long sleep beckons.
Take too long.
Another one!
Your skull!
With one heart, we pray.
The deception ends here. It all ends up.
Couldn't fix it.
No more lies.
These creatures cannot stand against us.
Oh, fighting talk. Just don't let your guard down.
That goes without saying. I'm hardly the risk taker in this.
Excuse me? Can't hide the truth.
Moment of birth. A turning point in fate. Devouring claw. That was easier than I thought.
Naturally.
What do you mean? Is it because as created beings go, we're of a higher level than them?
Very good. You understood what I was implying.
For the everlasting forest.
The mystery unravels.
Observe. People have always used fire to drive away wild beasts.
Wouldn't a lantern work just as well?
You read my mind, my dear friend. I was just about to say that.
All right then, dear friend. Bring the light!
Be silent.
Water jet!
No more lies.
The deception ends here. The riddle remains unsolved.
I will return as an avalanche.
You're looking well. I trust you've had a good couple of days.
Dottore.
It's actually a good thing, in my view. If the sub... And so... We are no longer on the same level. But you are nonetheless worth... And in any case, it is a... experiment begins.
With the marrow of the 3 moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall!
Wipe out!
And here I...
Water jet!
Beware the creatures of the night.
By the
Face me! Found!
It all ends up. Can I the truth?
Close your eyes.
Did you
Be
honestly
silent.
think that would hit me?
Observe.
Entropy!
Leave this place.
Good, keep it up. I'm still collecting data.
No more lies.
Close your eyes.
Hands in my palm.
I've been moved inside another space, and it's sealed off. Looking at the structure of it, it seems like Dottore intends to trap us here. There's no exit. Our endurance is about to be put to the test.
Moon's remnants fall!
It all adds up. No more lies.
Shameless.
Can't hide the truth.
Face me! Found!
Water jet! Water jet! Go!
Did you honestly think that would hit me?
Water jet!
And here I thought you dodged that.
Water jet!
Tell me, where will you try scurrying off to next?
Looks like Dottore has opted for a divide and conquer strategy. But we will not allow him to triumph. Now, I shall pray for our victory. Stay your hand.
Water jet!
With the marrow of the moons in my hand, behold the false moons fall! Entropy.
Bombs away!
Me.
The deception ends here.
Excellent. You barely managed to touch my level.
No more lies.
Water jet!
How dull.
Go!
Be shackled.
Go! Wipe out!
Unravels.
Did you honestly think that would hit me? Be annihilated.
No more
which cannot
lies.
stand against me.
What's this supposed to be? A knockoff version of the space Columbina got trapped in? Then there is no way out. We'll see about that, Dottore.
My apologies. I had not intended to take your teammates from you. But you have a choice. Obey, and I can release them. An excellent deal, if you ask me.
Wipe out!
Pathetic.
Water jet!
I'm aware you've been working on some little tricks to surprise me with. My guess would be that you're trying to bring Columbina back. I always found their friendship to be a cute. Speaking of Columbina, I once saw her as like a younger sister. But then one day she suddenly decided she would refuse to take part in. It's such a pity. I could have had a sister. A fat.
You're not fit to be family to her.
That I can't deny. So many people, all obsessed with playing out the. And then there's you. You had every opportunity to reach the right conclusion. But I maintain that I approached you in good faith, so I will offer you another chance. Will you work with me? You have until I count 1, 2, 3.
Not in a million years.
pleasant surprise.
You're as sick and twisted as ever. Don't fool yourself into thinking anyone's grateful for the chance.
Sandrone? But the formula hasn't finished running yet.
Funnily enough, I was just discussing a collaboration opportunity with the Traveler, and then I see you.
Gone to waste?
I said that everyone would get one chance, and you've used yours to march right back at...
And what makes you think I believe a word that comes out of your...
I was planning on disposing of your little formula after wrapping up more urgent business here. Is this your life's work? This piece of trash? Your formula runs too slowly, Sandrone. You put your hope for success on others instead of fighting dirty. That is why you have failed. Now, whom should I slay first? Any volunteers? No one? How nice of you to leave the decision to me. Oh, how unexpected. Sandrone, any last words for me, comrade?
Is there anything you wish for?
Not really. But I've always known what I don't want. Go to hell, Dottore.
No!
And now, you have failed.
Sandrone!
Now you see how fragile mechanical contraptions are. Just a gentle tap, and they fall. However keen of an inventor Sandrone may have been, of course I have to commend her for making it this far. Now, it is time. My count was interrupted, but the second chance I extended to you, by now, I'm sure you have gained a greater appreciation for the power. Not in the mood to talk? As you wish. You seem less talkative than you. I'll change the topic to something more apropos. Objectively speaking, she had her strengths. It is remarkable, but her inability to trust was her undoing. But regrettably, she was a stubborn fool.
Dottore. Maybe this is news to you, but people can change. Columbina.
Change?
You can twist the truth however you want, but
Is that how you see me? By this point, what can you... It is pointless to fight on. You've already lost.
Wrong. You can't win this, Dottore.
What?
Fortuna can get us 90% of the way. It will connect you to Columbina. Then, I will bring the formula's output to the Traveler's side. For the last 10%, do whatever it takes. Just bring the moon down.
The moon will never be yours!
I turn my body into moonlight and pour it over Nod Cry. My soul I leave here to inform my future friends. Lastly, I will hide the Trilune Authority within the Frost Moon. And when my body, soul, and authority are reunited, finally...
Columbina!
It's been too long. I'm back. Stay focused on the battle.
What a touching reunion. Though I personally find myself repulsed by the sight of weaklings huddled together for war. Now, quite finished patting yourselves on the back. Show me how long you can struggle before you drown.
Watch out, Columbina! You can manipulate spaces!
I know. Wait for the right moment and strike together.
Moon's remnants fall.
Go! Yeah! Water jet! Go! Wipe out!
How dull.
I'm fine.
Enough! First, like an ant in my palm.
You the new moon's blessing. The new moon shines upon you.
I am growing weary of your stubborn...
It's over, Dottore! heinous!
No longer must the world cower in the cold night.
I'm so close to the new world.
The future is...
Let the moonlight dispel the darkness.
Would you rather wallow in this river?
Everlasting as the moon.
Only I can shape the new world. Only I. So close. I was so close to the new world. Willfully blind. How can you be so satisfied with your fate?
This battle was never about fate. It's about friends, family, and the home you stole from them.
So dull. Only the weak rely on each other for comfort. You shall see. Once I transcend fate, you will be nothing but fodder for my grand experiment!
That will never happen. Today, the moon lights up this world once more.
This loathsome world.
No, this world is our home.
No, you're doing it wrong. The moon looks like this now.
What are you trying, Chil?
The new moon, Mom. It looks different than before, doesn't it? Also... Can I go by...
All right. I suppose today is a special day after all. Almost like a festival.
Extra, extra! Get the latest Nasha Express Heat post-disaster report. Nasha 10, the voyage begins today. The future looks...
I knew things would be different. They say a new moon goddess has been born.
A new moon goddess?
I guess so. I'm not too clued up on the detail. Hey, since we've come all this way...
Are you a convert now?
Oh, come on. What does it matter? After everything we've all
Come on! We gotta get there early! Shh! Keep it down! Why is it so noisy outside? It's okay. Paimon was pretty much awake. What about you? Still winding down from everything that's happened? Or are you wondering how our friends are doing? Okay, if you say so. What we just went through was a lot. It's totally normal. Luanatar disappeared after Columbina came back. Still, anyway, you did great. So, chin up, Traveler. You should be proud of yourself. Hey! Don't poke fun. You should be glad that... Paimon didn't think you'd mention it. You have no idea how anxious Paimon was. She was more... Well, if you really want to show Paimon you're sorry, you're gonna... Okay. Paimon's full now. Huh? Oh, hey there, Traveler and Paimon. Good morning. Morning, Yehuda. Here for some breakfast. Oh, I've already eaten. Just need some water. I was mostly... Careful there, Paimon. Too much food will make... Yeah, she'd probably be saying that to Aino. She's the baby of the... True. You know, I'm surprised... Well, nothing like a region-wide calamity to bring people... Try telling Boss Neff that. She's not exactly convinced that people are... Really? But if she's so pessimistic... probably 'cause... I think things will work out, though. I swear, Nod Cry feels like one big family now with everything that's happened. More than it used to, anyway. Paimon's with you on that one. And it seems like plenty of other people agree, too. Just listen to the bustling streets. All right. Everyone's been rebuilding these last 2 weeks, and the evacuees have been coming back in droves. Life's slowly returning back to normal. Which means my workload's probably gonna shoot back up. Were you about to head out? There's still some time before the ceremony begins, you know. Yeah, we were gonna take a stroll around the square and say hi to some friends first. Sounds good. See you later then.
Please accept today's boon. Have a nice...
Are Paimon's eyes deceiving her?
Hello there. Would you like a feast of the moon?
So, what's new, Anefa? And Aino too? What are you talking about, Paimon?
In the wake of the disaster, it's all hands on deck. At times like these, the smallest good deed...
And we're using eggs and heating tubes to make that a reality. Anefa! Did you hear that?
That's because it's true, I know. Proposal. If you can resist eating today's dessert, I will...
No way! Well, that proposal... I need something to get me through the hard time. Mom!
Yes, dear.
Excuse me. Could I take a photo with her? She helped us get safely out of Nod Cry, and she helped us get back home.
Of course she is!
But you stole my snacks, though.
Oops.
Shall we move to the open space near the center?
Thank you!
Aren't you the better pick for this job, Flint?
You underestimate yourself yet.
Not at all. I rarely come by Nasha Town. I don't know any of the big shots here.
All in good time.
But you're much further ahead on that road, aren't you?
You're not seeing the full picture. There is no question about it. The Lightkeepers need...
You say it like you wouldn't make the cut.
I am most flattered that you think I would. Sigh a little less, Master Ilua, and have more faith in... That is precisely why...
I'm sure we all also agree that we would sooner die of dehydration than manage to wrangle anything. Whatever. I'll take the job.
Oh, it's quite the who's who of Nod Cry. There, I'm sure you will find speaking with...
If you say so. I've never done this work before, but I'll do it.
No. An admirable attitude to take. The beacons are lit, Ilua. We have the chance to band together and build our shared...
Yeah.
Quite a few familiar faces have arrived.
You seem well rested.
I know no one's asked, but I'm sure you all want to know, so let me just say, we're doing, well, great, but not perfect. Starting to lose my mind from boredom. Can't drink a drop.
I'm sure you had a sneaky swig or...
Wait, how'd you find out?
I'm sure you must be miss...
Yeah, you could say that again. Honestly, once things are wrapped up...
Hey, looks like someone's taking the stage.
Can everyone see okay? Anyone need a boost?
I'll just listen from...
You're taking this pretty
Well, it's not every day that I get the chance to see how people...
Soak it up like a sponge. I'll make sure you get a chance to practice for...
Mr. Varka, are you forgetting that I'm not...
I can knight you. Any particular...
Is he joking?
You'll have to figure this one out for yourself.
It is my honor to host the opening ceremony for the League, and to have this opportunity...
Could this person also have been pushed onto the big stage by the real big shots?
We come here today, having weathered the trials and hard...
All right, here we go. Uh-oh, looks like Aino's off in Dreamland already.
Come on, get this...
Nod Cry is our home, the land we rely on for survival, and as we chart a course for the...
Looks like we'll have more opportunity.
I'm sure you'll cope, Lady Moonchanter, given how... Unfortunately, I suspect I'll be too busy at the curatorium to act as your host.
That'll be all right. I'll just check your schedule with Yehuda.
You... So giving my...
I thought you'd approve. Aren't you?
That's a bold statement. Are all the Frost Moons...
Columbina's return has brought joy to all who care about her. That includes both you and... As for the Frost Moon Scions, it is up to us to make our home a more livable place.
I like the word try.
You don't?
I'm just not as optimistic as you. The Frost Moon Scions should count themselves lucky that... But Nod Cry's a big place, with all kinds of...
Well, that's where you and... Unless... The Curatorium of Secrets is only here for appearances.
For now, yes. And that won't change.
What would make it worth your while?
Getting out more than I put in. Right now.
Then maybe it's worth it.
All right, you can stop now.
You...
Hey, you two! Congrats on all...
Nefer was trying to dissuade me from adding to her employees...
Sorry, what?
Your conversations are always the most... Would you two care to join me for some tea before... Sadly not. I'm otherwise occupied right now. If it's any consolation, let me say that perhaps you'll feel better if you focus on the fact...
Okay?
No, or...
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Not for the time being. Just think of this as a general check-in to make sure this...
You could have just said so. Still, the best friendships are built. It's never gonna stop being weird having tea with you.
Alright, fair point. I'll bet...
Yeah.
Alice just informed me that they had their work cut out for them. And now everyone... The disruption caused by this disaster has made She plans to wait for things to stabilize. Then reschedule. As for me, I agree with Hat Guy's perspective. This is a time when we have to remain vigilant. And I did notice that the energy in Nod Cry changed somewhat after the War of Funerary Flame. It looks like I'll have to examine the connections, but just doing my duty. Of course. To give you the full picture. Never mind. Paimon's right. By the way, you did receive the gifts from the Hexen Circle, yeah? They're quite similar to the protective talisman that...
Oh! So that's what kept...
Indeed. We went to great lengths to make sure they... I'm so happy they came in. Anyway, I'll contact you if anything else crops up. Oh, my angelic instincts are... You should head to the docks next. Your friends are about to board the...
You're here.
You're here too, Hat Guy!
No. I'm bound for Sumeru, and she for Fontaine. Everything seems fine. Sandrone may have an abominable temper.
You always speak as if you know us in...
Maybe I'm just a good judge of character.
I certainly hope that's all there is. Regardless, you have been a significant help in this matter.
I didn't do anything. Sandrone's the one who completed a seemingly impossible formula.
Even we were unaware that Sandrone had hidden the real formula inside. She managed to fool Dottore into thinking the formula was running in her.
She probably realized that she didn't have the strength to stop Dottore.
Well, that's why I'm traveling to Fontaine. She said that should she ever fail in a mission, she'd like me. She also mentioned that she had made arrangements for some of her personal effects, such as her notes, were left to me. However, there is one book among them that I'd like to leave in your care. I'll have someone deliver it to your residence at the... No, I was specifically warned not to tell her. This is her last wish, and I will abide by. I can only hope so, but none of us here can know. I bade farewell to Columbina earlier today. She spent a long time with Sandrone's passing has left a great wound in all of... But Columbina surprised me. She offered me some word. She never used to act like this. Clearly, she is... After these recent events, the Tsaritsa has revoked the Pale Star Edict. Snezhnaya now realizes that the arrest warrant for Columbina was just a ploy by Dottore. I shall return to Nod Cry to see her as soon as I find the time. I hope Columbina Hyposelenia's journey is only... My ship is here. Traveler, Paimon, we shall meet again.
What are you still bumming around for? I thought today was the day you'd agreed with her to go... You're afraid you won't like the truth when you... Well, this isn't...
Don't say that!
Fair point. But I'd say I have more experience. They say blood's thicker than water. I know, no matter what the truth turns out to be, finding the truth is important. At least, that's the life lesson I've learned from my experience. What? Now that Dottore's dead and gone, maybe I regret not getting to end his life with my own hands. Either way, I'm going back to Sumeru. Lesser Lord, you should continue with your journey, as you've always done. Who knows? Maybe we'll meet again someplace else.
So, what should we do now? If you want, after all, When Columbina said she knew where your ship was, it hasn't been all that long since we were last apart, sure. But with Columbina there, ain't no biggie. Paimon's sure you'd prefer to digest the news, but no matter what you see, just know if you can't make sense of something, let's give it some thought together. And glad to hear it. Feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon.
Well, you're still welcome to go there. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. The older generation are still timid, but things are much better with the children. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer night comes around, I can—
You'll do fine, Columbina.
You really think so? When we first—
We were just starting out then, come on.
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great.
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Lumine, what happened, Dor? It's time to learn the truth. Ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just— But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that the story of the time before I was born was in fact— But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our—
So you mean—
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, the great ruler of the firmament—
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is— Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the Heavenly Principle.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright?
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. And about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Tevat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Zandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that she rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, she would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in her eyes.
Lumine.
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's Whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that it'll be alright.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment. I went through it too. Solitude for me once meant living a life, but that night, solitude meant throwing away the life.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Teyvat is right there. All of our friends are down there.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
Finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return. Besides, I've always wondered how Teyvat looks from the...
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but... I think yours is saying... it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nephra a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Teyvat. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the...
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing. When Lumine found me, she came from out. Could this mean that she left the ship long before I did? Maybe even...
Are you alright?
Yes, I can feel that the truth is coming. I remember Lumine telling me that when she first arrived in Conria, So this might be something that even she doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing.
Oh, wait, there's one more.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Lumine's. She always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes. It's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes.
Only Columbina would make an observation.
Traveler, Do you consider Teyvat your...
Home is wherever Lumine is. Yes. I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Teyvat changed appearance? I mean, if the...
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Teyvat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, but you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like.
That's because your friendship matters to us.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nod Craya must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to... And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nod Craya again. That it may...
Wait! But what about your body?
I won't. Not this time. I am only returning to Nod Craya the part of me that... Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you.
My power. It feels like it's grown. Thank you. This will...
You're welcome. I see you as family. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm finally discovering the joy.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get...
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that. The moon, but on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do.
Well?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. Ice cold and sharp, That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even... Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that there's Regrator, the Rooster. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya. But I could never wrap my head around how... I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appeared to get along on the surface, but I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often once things settle down in Nod Cry. I'd like to... You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It shall cast down its true moonlight.
To Jean, acting Grand Master of... this preamble is such a pain to write. I trust that Dern has updated you all. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the... As for the Fatui, not counting the damselette, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Nay. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But in a short while... Wait... How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Okay, I will begin sending the expeditionary team back. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if they do, I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can get? P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. Whew. And that as they... And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well.
Trust me, it comes to local.
Trust me, when it comes to local delicacies in Pyramida,